We are taught from a very young age to perform. We are taught to perform in school. We are taught to do well so that our parents will be proud of us. We are taught to achieve and to do things so that other people will be proud of us. And as a result of other people being proud of us, we are now proud of ourselves. And a lot of us carry that all throughout our lives into adulthood, and we are not conscious of the fact that without validation from others, we do not feel proud of ourselves. And that can keep us stuck, because if someone else is not giving you validation on the thing that you want to do or on the idea that you have, your own sense of pride is now limited, because your sense of accomplishment and your sense of achievement is based on someone else's validation. So we want to get unstuck from that, and we want to get to a point where you are now developing your own vision for your life, and you're showing up in a way that aligns with that vision. And whether or not you've accomplished your goal yet has nothing to do with how much pride you're gonna feel, because you know that you're walking in alignment and in authenticity with your own vision and not seeking validation from others, right? Often we don't want to excel. We don't want to be the one in our friend group, in our family, in our relationship who is succeeding and leaving others behind, right? That now pulls us back. So we dumb down, right? We hold back. When other people now say, oh, you did an amazing job at such and such, or I'm really proud of you for doing this thing, you graduated, you lost weight, you bought a home, whatever, and you're like, you play it down like it's no big deal because you don't want other people to feel bad, right? And as a result of you playing it down, as a result of you dumbing down your own abilities, your own achievements, your own accomplishments, what you are actually doing is robbing yourself of the sense of pride that you can feel at accomplishing something. Now, this is a very delicate issue, right? Because the Bible says pride comes before the fall, all right? You don't want to be too proud. You don't want to be too full of yourself, all right? Because that's on another level, and we don't want to go to that point. Why are my dogs barking now? We don't want to go to that point, but at the same time, you want to be able to feel good about yourself. You want to be able to feel good about your accomplishments, because when you do that, it builds confidence. It builds the confidence that you need to get to the next level. If you never feel proud of yourself, right? If you never feel like, yes, I have accomplished something, I'm good at this, there is nothing wrong with that. If you never feel that, you never get to the next level, and then you wonder, why am I stuck here? Right? Could it be that you are not allowing yourself to feel proud of you, just for being you, just for doing that one thing that you did really well today? So I want you to stop and ask yourself right now, pause this if you need to. What have I done well today that I am proud of? What have I done well this week or this month or this year that I am proud of? And I want you to make note of those things, right? I have actually left, I'm looking at my vision board on the wall, and I leave a section of my vision board blank, because that's where I put the things that I have accomplished. It's important to remind yourself of what you have accomplished, right? It's important to remind yourself what you're capable of, but you don't know what you're capable of if you're not reminding yourself of what you've accomplished, right? So look at your life. What have you done? Today, I made my bed this morning. I'm proud of myself. I am recording this, right? I asked my family to be quiet while I'm recording. I'm proud of myself for that. There was a point where I would not be sitting here making a whole series to help people get through some of the blocks that they have in giving themselves permission to do the things that they want to do. If I hadn't given myself permission to go after my dreams, to write the book, to start the business, to begin the coaching program, I'm proud of myself for doing that. And I don't feel like I'm full of myself for saying that. You understand what I mean? You want to get to the point where you own who you are. And I'm going to let you into one of my affirmations. And it starts, I own who I am. My rare qualities equip me to walk in my purpose. You have to own who you are, right? A lot of us want a seat at the table, but we don't know what we're bringing to the table, right? Own who you are, know who you are, know that there are things about you that are valuable to the world, that are valuable to the people around you. And someone in Sweden may not know who you are. You may not be a household name, but there are people within your sphere of influence who need you. You need you, right? God didn't put you here just randomly. There are people that he wants you to touch. There are people that he wants you to work with. There are people who he wants you to work for, right? There are things that you were put here to do. We are all called to do something. And we can't do those things if we lack confidence. Give yourself the permission to be proud of what you have accomplished. Not to be full of yourself, but to be proud of what you have accomplished. So today, I really want you to take a minute and look back. And if it's just one thing that you are proud of, I want you to write that down. And I want you to keep writing those things down. You can take a book. I don't have anything within reach, but you can take a book and you can leave it blank. Just that one page, leave it blank. And every single day for a month, just write down, this is the one thing I did today that I'm proud of, right? And you will have such a sense of accomplishment. You will have such a sense of confidence, and you will build that confidence, and then you will start showing up differently in your life. And you'll start showing up differently when you walk into a room, when you walk into work, when you walk into church, when you walk into the supermarket, you're gonna look different, right? You're gonna sound different. You're gonna start to talk different. Trust me. Pay attention. And when someone gives you a compliment, do not brush it off. Whether it's a compliment on your physical appearance, whether it's a compliment on your outfit, whether it's a compliment on how you did your hair, how you handled that meeting, that report that you did, and your boss says that was excellent, thank you. Thank you. Learn how to accept a compliment and not push back and not say, oh, this old thing, I've had this dress for years. Oh, it was no big deal about that report, when you know it took you 2 days and you didn't sleep. Don't act like it's nothing, right? Don't say, oh yeah, well, you know, I worked really hard on that. I think I got like half an hour sleep last night. People don't necessarily need to know that. Sometimes they do, right? But accept the compliments because you know what you put in, right? If you've been working on something really hard and then someone notices and they say something, at that first thought, it makes you feel so good to say, wow, they noticed. And then you push it off. You push the compliment back, and then you're like, oh, it's no big deal. Don't do that. Don't do that. And own that thank you. Own that thank you. Learn how to own that thank you. Oh, you look nice today. Thank you. Thank you. And that's also your gift to the other person. Because when you notice something good about someone and you praise them and you compliment them, it's a beautiful thing when the other person says sincerely, authentically, thank you. You see that they appreciate it, right? So your pride in you is not just to build you up. Your confidence in you is not just to build you up, but it's also so you show up better in the world, so you show up better to others. All right? So give yourself permission to feel proud of yourself for your accomplishments. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this helped. Blessings on your journey. I'll see you in the next one.